What's up, everybody? It's Friday. What's good? What's popping? It is your girl, it's your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where you know I'm going to always serve you truth, wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Big ups to all of my subscribers, those of you who have been rocking with me from day one. I appreciate y'all still being subscribed to me, still rocking out with me. Again, I thank each and every one of you. For all of you who have just subscribed, I welcome you to Mocha's Cafe de Paris family. Thank you for your support. If this is your first time ever even viewing my content and you like what you hear today, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So whenever I have any uploads or anything, you will be the first to be notified. Last but not least, those of you who are interested in getting cable, if your cable is excessively high, if you're paying cable through Comcast, Dish Network, Direct TV, and your bill is over $100, I can give you 7,000 channels for only $25 a month. If you are interested in getting cable, more bang for your buck. So I also sell cable. Not only that, I have my own travel agency. For those of you who want to travel this summer, I don't care if you want to travel to Africa, Jamaica, Paris, if you want to book a family cruise, you got a honeymoon coming up, you want to spoil your man for Father's Day or whatever, I can hook you up with that cable. And I can also hook you up with a trip. Okay. So if you want to book a cruise for him or something like that, make sure you email me, hit me up, and I will be glad to accommodate you. So with no further ado, on today's menu, what's up, Jeremy, Sheila, Poetic Chaos, Reigning Woman? Appreciate y'all. We had a good time last night on 𝐜𝐚'𝐬's live chat. Um, Anybody, I recommend that you subscribe to 𝐜𝐚'𝐬87. He's a really good dude. We had a really good conversation. If you're trying to stray away from toxic, negative content, he's one of those guys. He has a really good content. He has a really good channel. So definitely check him out whenever you get a chance. Let him know you sent Lady Mocha was the one who sent you there. So we're just trying to stray and move on to more positive and meaningful content, because it's too much garbage, it's too much pollution in the YouTube streets. So if you're one of those ones, you're trying to avoid toxic content, I'm telling you where you can go, okay? So on that note, let's move right along. I thought it was imperative that I did this content. I have a Facebook account, and I saw one of these ladies who posted on my Facebook account. She said, "Why is it so hard for black men to commit?" Wouldn't we all like to know? She was a sister and she posted this. And I did reply back to her that there are a lot. One of the reasons is that is too many of us as black women, we are giving up too much too soon, too fast. We don't take time to investigate men before we open our lives up to them. We move them in our apartment, we move them in our house. You don't know if dude got a criminal record. You don't know if he's a registered sex offender. You know nothing about him. You just going by how good he looks. And it's very sad that a lot of us, and I'll put myself in that box because I was one of those women, that we don't make the best of decisions. So it's not always the fact that black men are not committing to us. It's the fact that we are choosing the wrong type of men to commit to us. So we can't blame it all on these brothers. It's sisters that need to start using their common sense and start being desperate, start being thirsty, start moving in the first dude that's smiling in your face, giving you attention. We got to work on that, ladies. What's up, Reg? Good to see you. Glad you stopped by to holler at me. What's up, Rep? Good to see you, Rep. Big ups to everybody in the chat room. Raw L, what's up? Appreciate you. Good to see you, Rain, a woman. I got all my girls up here in the building. Poetic Chaos and Rain. And I'm going to see if I can do a panel. I want us to do a part 2 on this Undateable, because it's time for sisters to stop playing on these YouTube streets. We need to keep it real. We need to start schooling other women out here as to why they're not getting the right type of men in their lives, because there's too many sisters in the YouTube streets that are poisoning other black women and telling black women that there's nothing wrong with you. You should be able to get any man you want. You are entitled to a good man. No, not necessarily. If you don't have all the qualities of a queen, you're not entitled to just any kind of man that you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us to start being keeping it 100 with our sisters in these YouTube streets, because there's too many female content creators that are poisoning the mindset of other black women, and they're not giving them truth. They're not giving them real content that's going to be effective, that's going to help them. So it's time for us to stop sugarcoating. This is not Dunkin' Donuts. We're not going to sugarcoat the truth here. It is what it is. What's up, 𝐜𝐚'𝐬? Again, for everybody who didn't catch it, when I've spoken it earlier, I had a really awesome time on 𝐜𝐚'𝐬's channel. He just started his channel. He's one of those brothers. He's not for the fuckery movement. He's on some having fun and doing content that's inviting to all black women, to all black men. He's doing content that everybody can enjoy. If you're trying to stray away from the fuckery movement and you want to go to more positive channels, you want to do something, you want to go places that are non-toxic, that don't have a lot of drama, don't have a lot of chaos. If you're trying to transition your life and trying to go into more positive directions, definitely 𝐜𝐚'𝐬, drop your link in the chat room. It's just time for us to start. It's just time for us to get on another level. If you want to stay stagnant and you still want to stay with the fuckery, okay, then do you. But if you are on a different path in life, you want more refreshing content, you want something that's going to open your brain pores, you want something enlightening, it's time for you to make that change, okay? So, no further ado, I've been dragging this on long enough. We're going to talk about being undateable, okay? Unfortunately, there's a lot of sisters who have came to me, and the first question they always ask, why is it hard for black men to commit? I hear this question all the time. And this particular sister, you know, I saw her post this on her timeline. And I had to be honest with her. I said, it's not the fact that it's hard for black men to commit. The problem is, as women, we're not making ourselves marketable. We're not making ourselves worth being committed to. Hello. That's not the issue. The issue is not why men won't commit. Are you marketable? Are you worth being committed to as a woman? And see, we're going to break down the elements of all of that, because that's the problem in the society of the black community. We automatically want to question why somebody won't commit to us, instead of us stating, what can I do to make myself be more where men would be willing to want to commit to me. Okay. It's kind of like this. You can have two different type of vehicles. Okay. You can have a Rolls Royce and you can have a Toyota Camry. Okay. And basically, if y'all notice, when it comes to these commercials, you've never seen a Rolls Royce commercial. You never seen a Bentley commercial. And the reason why is because they already know their quality. They already know their superiority. So you're never going to see those type of vehicle brands doing no commercial, because they already know their quality. They don't have to market themselves, okay? However, you will see these other dealerships constantly doing commercials. Toyota's always doing commercials. Mazda's always doing commercial. They're always trying to get you to buy their vehicle. You know why? Because even though these are good products, the fact that they don't have that high superiority compared to Rolls Royce or Bentley, which is why they have to keep promoting their products. And the problem with us as females, a lot of us, we're not marketable. We're not marketable. We're not putting ourselves out there in a good manner as to where we're marketable in the dating scene. You know, we're being overlooked and we're being shunned away. And the reason for that is because a lot of us as women, we have put ourselves in positions where we are not marketable. We are not dateable. And there's a couple of factors that play into this, that channel into us not being marketable. Now, make no mistake about it, I'm going to get on the brothers too, because we're going to talk about them. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We're going to talk about why these brothers are not dateable. Okay, because some of them ain't worth a bag of chips, of Fritos. You know what I mean? So we're going to go in on these brothers too, but I'm going to save that last. Okay. Right now, we're talking about the women. Okay. Because we need to understand why, as black men and black women, a lot of us are not relationship material. A lot of us are not. Just because you want a good man or you want a good woman, that does not mean you are qualified to be in a relationship, because everybody is not relationship material. That's just point blank. Everybody's not cut out to be somebody's husband or cut out to be somebody's wife. So it's very imperative that we know and be aware of what's making us unmarketable. Okay. So starting with the women, there's a lot of factors that play into us not being dateable or marketable. And these are just a few things that I have on my list. Because the problem with the black YouTube sector, we constantly want to go in. I'm noticing there's a lot of black men and black women that are going in on sisters and telling them that, their thoughts, y'all not worth wife material. It's a lot of black female bashing on the YouTube streets. But at the same token, and I get it, I understand, it's called tough love. Sometimes you can't butt up the truth. You can't make everything sound, like it's not that bad. Sometimes we do need harsh truth. But at the same token, if you're going to give harsh truth, shouldn't you be giving some like tips on how a person could avoid being in the category of being undateable? If you're going to go in on somebody, even as a black woman, if you're going to go in on black men and you're going to talk bad about black men, why not educate black men on how they could be relationship material? Same thing. If you're a black man and you're going to go off and you're going to talk about how black women ain't this and black women ain't that, okay, I hear you. We ain't this, we ain't that, we not woman material, we not marriageable. Okay, well, tell us what we can do in a loving way, not verbally abusive way, but in a loving way. Tell us what we can do to better ourselves without verbally attacking us and beating us down. I am receptive to constructive criticism as long as you are giving it to me in a manner to where I can receive it correctly. I cannot receive criticism as a black woman when you are yelling at me, when you are screaming at me, when you are belittling me and calling me words. I cannot hear you when you are saying things to me in such a harsh manner. Now, I can hear you if you talk to me like a real man and say, look here, Mocha, this is the issues that I have with women and black women in the community. I think y'all too loud. I think y'all overly boisterous. I think y'all need to work on this and work on that. I can hear when a man can talk to me like a man and let me know what I need to work on. But when you black women, this is your problem. See, the problem is y'all don't know where your place is as a black woman. How can I hear you when you screaming at me like that? my mind flatlines. As soon as I hear a man screaming at me or belittling me, my brain goes. I can't hear shit after that. I'm just saying. Black women in general open the cup. I will be honest, Rael, all of us are not. I will not sugarcoat that and say all black women are open to constructive criticism, because I would be lying. There's a select few of us that are. So I cannot lie and say that. I can't. I really can't. I would love to, but the truth is all of us are not open to it. We're not. But I can't. My mind goes on blank. Now, we're going to go into these factors. What causing us as black women to be undateable. Starting with number one, appearance. Appearance. What's up, Missy B? What's up to everybody in the chat room? We're going to start with appearance. As black women, some of my sisters out there, I've been checking some of y'all out, and I have to be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all are wearing things that do not compliment you. You're wearing things that don't fit your body. Just one moment, everyone. Yep, I'm back. Let's start with appearance. For all of my moderators, make sure y'all on standby, just in case somebody needs to be handed their eviction notice. So be on standby, moderators. The first issue is, like I stated, appearance. Now, a lot of us as Black women, we think we can wear anything. We think we look good in anything. I'm not trying to be funny, but if you weigh 350, you don't need to be wearing a size 12. You don't need to be shopping in the junior section. Okay? You don't need to be shopping in rainbows if you are close to 300 pounds, 350. You need to be in Lane Bryant. Okay? You need to be in Lane Bryant. You don't need to be shopping in petite clothing stores for small women. You do not belong there. You don't belong there no more than pork belongs in a Muslim convention. You don't belong there. When I see a big sister, with all due respect, because I got love for my big sisters out there, because some of y'all could dress y'all asses off. Some of y'all can kill it. Some of y'all be putting us small women to shame. But some of y'all do not belong in certain places. You don't need to be in rainbows. And if you are in rainbows, you need to be in the missus section. That is where you belong. You do not belong in the juniors, in the petites. Okay. So a lot of us as Black women, you have to work with what you got. What's up, Dallas Cowboys? You have to work with what you got. If you know you're a big girl, they have nice clothes for big women that complement, you know, that could complement your roles, okay? Complement your football hatchback bodies. They got clothes, they're making clothes designed to fit us in places where we are having the most trouble. Okay, if your stomach is about to bust like a can of biscuits, you do not need to be wearing tight shirts on your stomach. Okay, because it looks like a six-pack of dinner rolls. You cannot wear stuff like that. Now, just because they make it, because I'm starting to notice they are making little girl clothes for big women, meaning they're making halter tops. They are making tank tops. When I see a big woman, with all due respect, when I see a big woman with a tank top on, I call it a stank top. It's not a tank top. It's the stank top because you look stank in it. You don't need, when you're a big chested woman, you don't wear no sleeveless shirt. It does not look good, especially when your arm is as big as a ham hock, as big as a turkey wing. You do not need to be wearing sleeveless shirts. I'm sorry. Get mad. I don't want to hear all that. I'm a confident woman. Just because you're confident, that don't mean you can wear what you want to wear. I'm sorry. It don't look good on you. They got clothes for you. You got to get what looks good on you. Okay? Now, another thing with my big girls, and I'm going to get on my skinny ones too, with y'all appearance, you already a big. Don't wear loud colors. No bright orange, no bright red, no lime green, no lemon yellow. Kids think it's the school bus and they standing up in line. Do not wear loud colors because you look even bigger when you wear loud stuff. We already see you as it is. Don't be wearing bright colors where we really got to see you. I see you. Believe me, we all see you. Okay? So when you have on loud colors, it does not look good. Now, you can get away with wearing multicolors. Like if you're wearing a nice dress, you're wearing a nice blouse, and the colors are dark and it's different colors. Like you got your blues, you got your reds, you got your burgundies, and you wear like multicolored tops and they complement your cleavage, then that's one thing. There is nothing wrong with that, but to just wear a solid color all yellow kids need to know Big Bird is on Sesame Street. They don't need to see Big Bird walking on 45th and Elm Street. Leave that to Sesame Street. Big women, you have to wear dark, solid colors. Y'all can kill the game if you wear the right stuff that works for your body. Don't be trying to dress like these petite. Don't wear no loud colors. It does not look good. Now, the other issue is, as big women, you cannot wear certain type of stilettos. Your stilettos be asking for prayer when I see y'all walking in them. Those heels be leaning to the left, to the left, to the left. Those heels be leaning because your feet, you got so much weight on those small 7.5s, because big women tend to have some little taller feet. Y'all notice that? Big women could get away with wearing 3.5 size taller shoes. They wear the smallest shoes. They can get away with. I would give big girls that. Y'all are blessed. Y'all can get the smallest goddamn shoes. My petite ass, I wear 9.5 going on 10, and I can't stand that shit. I can't get nothing to fit my feet. There's too many big feet women in Savannah. They stay out of 9.5 and they stay out of a size 10, and it's very annoying because all the big girls, all they got to wear is the taller and the kid size shoes, so they gonna always be straight. You know what I mean? So when you are a big girl, you have to realize your heel is only what, maybe the average heel is what, 3.5 inch, maybe what, 2.5 inch. You can't put 300 and 350 on a 2, 3, 4.5 inch heel. That you can't. That's like putting the goddamn dumpster truck, you know what I mean, like on a damn seesaw. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Exactly, poetic. Shoes with the god doggone gangster lean. Okay, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. I mean, when I see big women wear small stilettos, I automatically go into prayer for their shoes, because I know their shoes are feeling defeated. I know their shoes are on life support. You're a big girl. You don't need to be rocking those stilettos. I'm sorry. What you should wear is what's called wedges. Now, how wedges work, because if I'm going to talk bad about you, I'm going to tell you how you correct the situation. Unlike these other content creators, they're just going to talk bad about you, but they're not going to help you, okay? So I'm going to help my big girls, all right? So what y'all do is, you don't wear the little tiny, narrow stilettos with the tiny narrow heel. You get wedges. The heels on those are more thicker, they're more wider, they are more capable of carrying your load. Okay, you know, so you're going to have to get shoes with wider heels, and then not only wider heels, make sure they got a little height to the heels, because again, you're a big girl, you know, so you have to realize all of your weight, you know, is being carried on those shoes. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure it's a thick heel. All right. So now, being with that, same thing, get to the petite women. Now, some women think because they are small, they look good. No, ma'am, because I done seen some Shrek-looking petite females now. Being skinny does not make you fine. Nope, 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 nope. I've seen some Sealy from the color purple looking sisters, petite looking sisters, that think because they small, they automatically got a one up on the big girls. Not true. Not true. Because there are some big girls who know how to dress their ass off. They know how to rock stuff that will put women like me to shame. They know to get nice blouses to cover up their tugboats. They know how to wear pants, you know, that complement their curves. Some big girls, they know how to dress. Some of you skinny women think because y'all are skinny, y'all automatically look good. What's up, GK? And that's not true, because if you are skinny, you don't need to be wearing tights. Okay, you don't need to wear spandex if you are skinny. All right, That you have to have some type of curves. You have to have some type of you got to have some booty. You got to have some voluptuousness somewhere, because I'm seeing a lot of skinny girls rock yoga pants and it does not look good. Okay, so not only that, you don't need to be wearing tank tops when you are too skinny and you don't have no chest. That does not work for you. You need to wear a blouse, something that's going to complement the chest that you do not have. So skinny women, they don't get off the hook either. Okay, because some of them are like smokers, to be honest with you. Some of them are like smokers, you know, some of them like meth heads. So all skinny women are not attractive. Okay, now this is another problem with black women, which is why we have an issue with appearance. Loud hair colors. I cannot tell y'all for the life of me, I'm tired of seeing sisters wear colors that do not complement their skin color. This one particular sister, I saw her standing at the freaking bus stop. Her hair color was a mustard yellow. It was a mustard. And when I tell you, that mustard hairstyle was not catching up. Okay. It was not catching up. It did not look good. If you are as dark as charcoal, you don't need to be wearing no loud Elmo red, no loud pink, no loud blue, no loud purple. When you are dark skinned, you're supposed to wear hair colors that complement your skin tone. Okay. Most dark skinned sisters look good in off black, jet black, dark burgundy, like a darkish type red looks good on dark skinned sisters. Okay, the loud Ronald McDonald clown red, no ma'am. All it's different shades of reds. You have your different reds. You have your different blues. You have your different oranges. You have to get, if you are a dark skinned sister, you have to get a darker shade of those colors. If that makes any sense to you, the rainbow bright is it the pride hair colors. It's not working for some of y'all. It's just not working. And I know a lot of y'all sisters, y'all will get offended when these brothers tell you. So I'm telling you, from a sister to another sister, it do not look good. If you are a dark-skinned woman, don't wear no loud ass hair colors. Stop doing it. It don't look good. Okay. Now, for you light-skinned women, because there's a lot of light-skinned women out here who think they fine as a glass of wine. All y'all ain't got it. Okay. We got some piggly wiggly looking light skinned sisters. That's just as pale, you know, as raw pork. Okay, not all light skinned sisters are attractive. I don't know what makes all y'all think because you're light skinned that gives you a one up. I've seen some Miss Piggies. All y'all don't look good because you light skinned. Now, being that you're light skinned, you also have to be careful with what type of colors you wear as a fair skinned woman, especially when you're light skinned. You cannot wear dark hair colors when you are really light skinned. Okay. You can't wear dark purple lipstick. You can't wear black lipstick. You can't wear jet black hair when your skin is pale or when you're really light skinned. It makes you look like one of those trailer park prostitutes. You know, when you wear colors so dark and your skin is so light, you have to find out what colors complement your skin. And what you can do, ladies, instead of dyeing your hair, what you do is go to the hair store, right? Try on different color wigs to see what color will go good with your skin. Don't just automatically dye your hair and think, okay, this is going to look good on me. Just because it look good on Kiki and Keisha, that don't mean it looks good on you. And as black women, this is one of the reasons why we're undateable, because we think because something looks good on other women that we can wear it too. We cannot wear it. Certain things I cannot wear. I can't wear it. It got nothing to do with if you look good or you whatever. You have to go with what works for you. So the loud hair colors, ladies, is one of the reasons. I'm not saying that's all the reasons. That's one of the reasons. As women, we have to wear hair colors that complement our skin complexion. Okay. Now, this is the second issue with women, which is why we're undateable. Wearing heavy makeup. Okay? A lot of us as women, we're wearing way too much makeup. All right? You know, how you go from being the dark Michael Jackson at home, and when you get up in the club, you the light-skinned Michael Jackson. No, ma'am. A lot of y'all are wearing too much heavy foundation. And sometimes your foundation is so heavy, I can't tell if you did your makeup or if you got your makeup done at a funeral home and a mortician did it. Because some of y'all look just that pale when you get foundation that does not blend in with your natural skin color. I don't know who do y'all makeup. I'm serious. I don't know if you get it done at a funeral home. I don't know if you get it done at a doggone if they took you to what those kids who get their faces painted. I ain't know if they took you to a clown to get your face painted. Some of y'all women, y'all be doing too much with the makeup. And you have to realize when these guys meet you in the club and you take them home with you at night, you got to realize that makeup gonna wear off on them pillow sheets. Okay? He going up in the club thinking, he met this high yellow chick, and come to find out, she's as dark as tar because all of her makeup done rubbed off on her pillow sheets from sweating it out all night in the bedroom with him. You have to realize these men are going to see the real you. As women, we have to be careful when we fake certain things with our appearances. Now, don't get me wrong. I know as women, we like to wear a little lip gloss. We like to wear our little, we wear our weave. We wear our hair pieces. We wear our ponytails. But my thing is, as a woman, if you're going to change something about yourself, for instance, you and your girls are going to go to the club, you want to get your hair done, whatever. For instance, if your natural hair is only 3 inches long, you don't get an 18-inch weave. Okay, if you're going to get a weave, if your hair is 3 inches long, get like a 5 inch. That's only 2 inch difference. Okay, so that way, when this brother gets to know you, and if y'all decide to get serious down the line, you'll manipulate him just a little, but the change won't be too drastic. But for instance, if you're going around here and you're wearing booty pads, and you got a flat pancake behind, eventually, if you and this guy, y'all are dating each other, y'all are getting acquainted with each other, how long you gonna keep rocking that booty pad? Eventually, y'all are gonna get intimate, and all this time, he's thinking he's, looking at this voluptuous body that you really don't have. And you got to be careful about stuff like that. You're wearing these contacts, wearing these things that change your look. You have to realize that if you wear these things too much and your man gets accustomed to you wearing them because he thinks that's a part of you, eventually it's going to become expensive trying to keep up with this act, pretending you got these color eyes, pretending you got this long hair, pretending you got this real butt. When you got booty pads, you wearing wonder bras, when you're flat chested. You have to realize at some point your man is going to have to see the real you. So you have to realize, when y'all get down in the bedroom, he's thinking he's going to grab this rump roast where he ends up grabbing a piece of pork chop. He's going to feel like something is wrong. He's going to know something is wrong. And another thing, too, some of you thick sisters, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all thick sisters think y'all have a one-up because y'all thick, but this is the problem with y'all. Which with us thick sisters, the problem is that stuff looks good in jeans. It does. A sister that's thick, she looks really good in spandex. It looks really good in tight spandex jeans. But this is the problem. When it's time to peel them jokers off, boing, everything just loosens up and falls out. You got it all stuffed, all of this loose fat stuffed and these tight ass jeans. And it looks good in the club. It looks good, in the after party. But the problem is when you take this dude home and you have to pull down those pants and take off those panties, everything just pop, 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 pop. All the buttons just pop, slap the hell off before you even make it to the third button. So just because you thick, don't be getting this tight stuff now. to make yourself look smaller than what you are, smaller than what you is. Like I said, it's like opening a can of biscuits. Everything just busts out and hangs loose every damn well. It don't look good. Stop deceiving these men. And then you want to sit up here and say, men ain't no good. Men ain't no good. No, you ain't no good because you lying. You selling false advertisement. Nothing wrong with telling your man, I do rock wigs. I like to rock wigs. You know, I do wear contacts. Let him be prepared for it. He don't want to think you dating Keisha and wake up to a damn Kiki. You nothing the way you look. That's the problem with a lot of us as sisters in the dating. That's why we're undateable. You send false advertisement, and when these guys get to see you, they're not interested in you because you're none of what you thought they was. You don't have the booty you pretended you have. You don't have the hair you pretended you had. You don't have the body you pretended to have. You ain't got none of that. And then on top of that, let me tell y'all, social media is messing a lot of us up as women. For the life of me, why are we as black women, why we keep using filters? Why are we using all these skin filters on these Facebook profile pictures? Why are you lightening your skin when you know you as dark as a shadow? Or you know your skin is pale, you know, and you up here trying to darken your skin, make it look like you got a tan. The filters have messed a lot of us up from as women, because I'm telling you, I've seen some sisters on Facebook and I ran into them in the streets. They look nothing like they look. Let me acknowledge my super chats. Raina woman, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. I know it's y'all see it as comedy, but I'm telling y'all the truth. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much, Raina woman. Jess B, thank you for the $5 chat. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, those filters are Satan, Rael. They are Satan. I've seen women that look tall on Facebook, and when I seen them in the grocery store, they was midgets. I'm telling you, none of these sisters, half of them look like, and they wonder why men don't date them. You get all of these likes and compliments on Facebook, and you wondering why in person you don't get the same amount of attention you get on social media. Duh. Should not ring a bell, ladies. If you got 500-600 guys liking your pics on Facebook and Instagram, but when they see you in person, you can't get out one goddamn phone number. Isn't that a red flag? Hello. I'm just saying. I mean, we all adults in here. What's up, everybody wants a sister? We all adults in here. Let's keep it 100. If you're not getting the same amount of attention off of social media that you get on social media, that's because you are marketing false advertisement. And you wonder why brothers ain't checking for you, because you ain't the same sister that they saw on your Facebook profile. That's why. And that's why you guys, I blame y'all, I blame y'all, I blame you men, because y'all the one who's thumbing up these Wolverines, these hyenas. Y'all the ones that keep liking their pictures. Y'all done gave them this delusional ass confidence that they not supposed to even have, and it's all y'all fault. You brothers in here, y'all the one that's doing it. Stop liking and thumbing up these Wolverine pictures, because you're making it hard for everybody. I can't turn on my freaking Facebook page without seeing Wolverines, hyenas flooding up my timeline, because y'all lying and telling them, oh, you so sexy. Y'all inboxing them, hitting them up, trying to sleep with these females, and then you talking trash about them behind behind closed doors. You trying to creep with them though. But these are just a couple of things to have in mind. Now, this is another thing. Like I said, women, when it comes to our hair, when it comes to weave, your weave is supposed to match. Your weave and your hair is supposed to be on the same accord. Your weave and your hair are supposed to be in agreement with one another. You cannot have straight weave and you rocking a natural hairdo. The problem with weave, the reason why men hate it so much, because we don't wear the shit right. Okay? It ain't the weave fault. Don't blame the weave, fellas. I'm telling you guys, do not blame the weave. Weave has not done nothing wrong to nobody. It is the sisters who are disrespecting the goddamn weave. They disrespecting the weave. And every time I see a sister with puffy, nappy hair with a straight weave, I want to yank her and pull her in the corner and give her a blowout with my flat iron, because it aggravates me when I see that. If your hair is jet black, don't get a blonde weave. Your tracks are not supposed to be showing. Choo, 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 choo. Your tracks should not be showing. Your tracks, nobody should see your damn tracks. Oh, yeah. I think too many women try to date men who are far. Absolutely, everybody. And I talk about this all the time. It's too many of us as women. We're trying to date guys out our league. You stay in the projects with 8 kids, but you want to marry an NBA player. Not. What's up, Jay Shine? What's up? That's what I'm saying. Nobody should be seeing tracks unless you work for the damn Amtrak train station. That's the only way somebody should be seeing tracks. If you are not a sister and you don't work at a train station, nobody should be seeing your goddamn tracks, okay? That's how I feel about it. Now, like I said, the weave ain't do nothing to nobody. It's the sisters who's messing it up. They wearing colors that's giving weave such a bad name. They wear colors that don't match with their skin tone. You got the curly weave and your hair is straight. I mean, ugh, like really? Y'all making these weave businesses look bad. Y'all are killing these weave companies. I'm so serious. If you're going to wear it, at least wear it correctly. All right? Weave already has a bad name. And y'all sisters out here is not helping. Y'all not helping it. These lace front wigs, you got your front screen showing with the lace front wigs. Your wigs are sliding all the way back. I mean, y'all just messing the weave game up for sisters. Y'all just treating weave so wrong. Y'all really are. Now, this is another thing with appearance. Let me tell you why women are undateable. Some of y'all feet look like they have walked through the shadows in the valley of death. Some of y'all feet look like they have been through hell and back. And y'all have the audacity to want to wear open toe shoes, knowing your toes look like sausages. Y'all have no business wearing open toe shoes, and it look like you've been kicking flour all goddamn day. And y'all stay up in Bath and Body Works, and y'all don't use none of that stuff y'all be buying. It's a shame. What's up, Lord Drag One? Good to see you. Looking like they belong to the Addams family. As women, you are supposed to have pretty feet if you are going to wear open toe shoes. A lot of y'all feet look like y'all been walking the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman. I'm sorry. And what really, let me tell you what's a pet peeve for me. When I see a sister that got on sandals, when she got on open toe shoes and the back of her heels is ashy, I can't, that burns me with passion. Sisters, you don't just put lotion in the front of your foot. You're supposed to put lotion in the back of your feet. The back of y'all feet look like truck drivers. Look like y'all driving trucks barefoot. You're supposed to lotion the back of your heels, of your feet. What's up, Spawn? Just giving my sisters some pointers on how to become dateable. I'm just keeping it 100. I ain't trying to bash nobody. I'm trying to help my sisters out. I want my sisters to get a good man. And in order for them to know where they're going wrong at, I'm going to take it upon myself, and I just got to keep it real with them, and I got to tell them where they're going wrong at. Y'all got all this. Let me tell you something. Bath and Body Works will only work if you have a bath. It's not going to work if you don't take a bath. Some of us as women, we have bad hygiene. You walk around smelling like a whole fish market. I got to tell them. I have to tell y'all. As a woman, you know what we go through down there. You know what we go through down there. You know we get our visitor once a month. We get our visitor once a month. You have to take extra care of your hot pocket. You have to take pride in your hot pocket, ladies. Take pride in your hot pocket. It's too many of y'all not respecting your hot pocket. You just go around with all of these odors, and you're not taking all the necessary steps, and you wonder why when you and your man intimate, he will not go down on you. He will not do any of that because you have hygiene problems. And you want to sit up here and say, oh, he ain't doing it for me. He just said, no, he don't want to do you because you smell, sis. Exactly, Jay Shine. Look, we all adults in here. We come on. You will be surprised. Some grown people don't know how to wash their ass. I kid you not. I kid you not. Some people don't know. As a woman, you are supposed to spread your cheeks when you are washing and get all up in there. Get all back there. You got to get all up in there like you work in a graveyard shift. How you wash the outside, but you don't wash the inside? Come on, really? And if you got rolls, ladies, if you got rolls, you're supposed to lift and clean between the creases of your rolls. You don't wash outside your rolls. If you are a sister with rolls, you have to lift each roll. If you got 4 rolls, you lift each roll at a time and you wash in between those creases. It is what it is. Sometimes when you're a big sister, you got to put in more work. You do. You got to put in more work. Same thing, skinny women, you have to know how to wash. Some people do not know how to wash. They don't know how to wash. They will wash. Same thing with women. When it comes to the vaginal area, you cannot just wash the outside. You have to fold back those flower tulips, those flower petals, and get in between there too. You don't just wash the outside. It's silly, but I got to explain that because some women don't know how to wash their hot pocket. Tell the truth, shame the devil. She smelled like tilapia coochie. And some of you brothers be getting food. When a lot of these females, they know they smell like that. Why you think they want you to take them out for seafood? Because that's their way of disguising their own odor. If she always wants to go to Red Lobster, fellas, she always want to go for seafood, it's a trick of the devil. It's a trick of the devil because she's trying to disguise her odor. That's why she always wants to go out for seafood. Woo! I'm just telling y'all. This is why we're undateable. Play out Rizzo called years ago. Oh, I'm gonna check that out. If YouTube wasn't on this purge thing, I would be playing my music. But y'all YouTube is terminating channels left and right. So now I got to like watch what I play, watch what I say, and da 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 da. So, you know, y'all going to be hearing me play some corny ass music for a while. I'm going to just be frank with y'all, because they is shutting channels down because people are violating the rules and they doing all kind of dumb stuff and everything. So now all of us got to work 20 times harder and not do nothing out of pocket, so we don't have no issues with our channel. Okay, so now this is the second reason why we as women are undateable. Thank you for the $2 spawn. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Um, let's see. Another thing as women is that another reason why we're becoming undateable is because we got bad attitudes. We got bad attitudes. And some of y'all already ain't cute. And on top of that, you got the nerves to have a bad attitude. I mean, pick one struggle. You can't be ugly inside and ugly outside. I mean, pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. Pick one. You can't be both. I see the most unattractive sisters with the most nastiest attitudes. And I'm like, you already, you know what I'm saying, looking like Shrek cousin. And you got the audacity to be walking around with your nose up in the air because a guy asked you for your phone number. You better take all the donations you can get. If a brother is willing to donate his phone number to you, some of y'all sisters, y'all can't afford to be picky. Y'all better take whatever little bit of attention you can get. What's up, Nolan? Good to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. Some of y'all can't afford to be picky. Make sure y'all get them likes up now, because I'm giving y'all some real, I'm giving the sisters, I'm trying to help my sisters out. I'm trying to help my brothers out by schooling these sisters on what they can do to gain y'all attention, to gain y'all respect. So I'm kicking some real knowledge today. So make sure y'all hit them thumbs up now. Attitude. That's a big, that's hurting a lot of us as black women. We just have a bad attitude. We're not approachable. Um, Believe it or not, let me tell you guys something. A lot of you men, y'all think that all women are mean. And it's not that we're mean. It's just that a lot of us look hard up in the goddamn face. Some women don't look mean. They just hard in the goddamn face. They got that hard inmate convict look. They naturally look hard in the face. Yeah, mad gremlins. Exactly, Lord. Some women just look hard up. They look hard in the face and it comes off as mean. So again, as women, we got to be approachable. Every guy that's approaching you does not mean he's interested in you. I know some guys that will compliment a woman and not even be interested in them. Every guy is not checking for you just because they say, hey, shorty, hey, how you doing? Thanks, Jay Shine. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm going to have to do a panel with my brothers. I'm going to have to get like 3-4 guys up on my panel. I'm going to have to do a live with just the guys, because I'm sure y'all, it's a lot y'all can contribute to this kind of type of content. So I'm going to see if I can send an email next week to Cool Gent, GK, Spawn. I'm going to get like 4 or 5 guys on my panel. Cause I got to get sensible dudes on my channel, not somebody who gonna yell and scream at me. As long as you talk and as long as you talking low baritone, I don't have a problem with men coming on my panel. Just don't come on here like Mr. from The Color Purple. But for real, I want to do a panel with the guys, because this is a very interesting topic, and I would love to get some input from the guys, because I'm sure it's a lot of things y'all could add to the equation. So that's another thing. Attitude. As women, we got to be approachable. Every guy that's approaching you, that doesn't necessarily mean they trying to take you to bed. They ain't trying to lay with you. Some guys are just looking for women to have good company with. Okay, every man don't want your hot pocket. Some of y'all got hot pockets that's not even worth a man trying to get, just to keep it 100. Some of y'all hot pockets been expired, been out of commission. Yeah, that's why I ain't bringing you on today. I ain't bringing nobody on today because I know too many people gonna cut up on this topic. I'm gonna have to save this topic for a live, after 8 o'clock, because we're gonna be on here about 4 or 5 hours. That's why I ain't doing no live today. I'm gonna have to save this for another time because this is a damn 5 6 hour conversation here. So just keep that in mind, ladies. Every man don't want you because he being nice to you. Okay? Every man ain't trying to take you to bed. If a man say I want to take you out to dinner, that's just it. Some guys like good conversation. And I realized that coming up that some guys are just looking, some guys just like to have female friends. It's not always a cut friend. It ain't always about that. You know, a lot of us as women, we have this attitude where we feel like every brother that's trying to approach us wants something from us. And it's not always like that. Some guys are just mad chill. They like to go out and eat too. He likes seafood just like you. Okay. He like to catch movies just like you. And that's it. You know what I mean? So before you go knocking a brother into like, yeah, girl, he asked for my number because he trying to talk to me. He might just be trying to be cool with you. He probably already got a woman who he really want to love and be with, and he just wants you as his company. That's it. That's it. It. Nothing else. Nothing else to it. So don't, get too high and mighty and figure out a guy wants something from you. Cause not always like that. Got men got their own problems. So men ain't all and men, let me tell you something. Brothers getting wise. They not trying to sleep with every broad they meet. I tell you guys are being very stingy with y'all penis. Y'all ain't giving it up like y'all used to. I would give y'all that. Guys are being more selective now because child support don't ruin the game for everybody. Ah, guys used to give out. I mean, dudes used to give out peanuts like Girl Scout. Girl Scouts gave out cookies. Men ain't going there no more. I kid you not. Men are having more discipline than they've ever had before. I would give men that. They come a long way. So what has happened is because there's a lot of men who have discipline. Now, females, they're trying to give it away. They're trying to donate it. They're trying to donate it now. And that's why females are giving it up so freely because there's not as many men taking it like they used to. Yes, he does. Oh, I'm sure in some cases. I'm sure in some cases. But what I was trying to make the women understand, GK, is they always think a guy wants something from them. Even the most unattractive women think a man want to take them to bed, and sometimes it's not about that. So yeah, I know, it's gonna be rules and stuff like that. Yeah, she got that Salvation Army hot pocket, trying to donate it to everybody, donating it, and nobody don't even want to take it. Ah, yeah, they being more selective. Absolutely, Jay Shine. So I give men that. Now, this is the third thing. As women, what's making us undateable is we have excessive baggage. Excessive baggage. Some of us as sisters, we got more baggage than they got in the airport, in the airport luggage claim section. It's a lot of sisters out here with a lot of baggage. And what I mean by baggage is a lot of y'all have emotional baggage. You got a lot of emotional baggage. A lot of y'all got a lot of financial baggage. That's what's hurting a lot of us as women in the dating sector because we got too much baggage. And the moment a guy meets you, he already sees you problematic. Some of y'all sisters, y'all don't waste no time telling a brother you down and out. You won't even wait till he gets to know you before you become comfortable spilling all of your problems out. I've known some women on their first date will sit up there and talk about how they late on their light bill. Now, is that something you need to be discussing on a date? What's up, Dion? How you doing? So these women, some of these women, y'all put your problems out there, and when these men hear y'all, they like, oh hell, here she go. Yeah, I'm a good woman and everything, and I just have a hard time meeting a man that's gonna love me for me and take me serious. And I just been kind of going through it. I've had a hard time getting a man, and the reason why I've been going through so much, I mean, my light bill is like a month behind, and I done had to make at least 3 payment arrangements on my Toyota Camry. Then I got to pay for JJ's child care. Then my child support did not come on time this month, and they done cut my EPT food stamps, and my cell phone is about to get turned off, and my car needs an oil change, and I can't afford the oil change. And I don't have no groceries. I got to feed my kids, because my stamps ain't came on time, and I ain't got no babysitter. I want to go out with you next Saturday, but I don't have nobody to keep little Kiki and little JJ. And then on top of that, my third baby daddy, he got locked up in jail. So I got to put money on his books. Some women are so freaking dumb. They tell a man all their problems up front and not realizing that's going to run a dude away. A dude don't want to hear about all your financial problems. He got his own bills. He got his own bills to pay. Now, if y'all been in a relationship for a long, long time and y'all together, that's different. But I know women who tell all of their business just on the first freaking day. You telling this man your whole life chapter. You ain't even giving him a preview. You telling this guy the whole movie from the middle to the beginning to the end. He can't even get in a conversation and express anything that he's going through because you telling all of your problems. So really, you get all the crazy some of these women do. Yeah, that's really a turn off. And what's starting to happen is turning brothers away to the point to where they feel like they don't even want to date us, because it's like even women don't know how to date. It's sad, but we got grown men and women, they don't know how to date. They don't know how to go out to dinner and have a decent conversation without bringing up stuff. Nobody wants to hear what bills you behind on. Nobody wants to hear, you ain't get your child support this month. You have women who really do stuff like that. I've heard them. With my own ears, I'm like, wow, you a grown woman and you really sitting up there telling this man you don't have no stamps, you don't have no. Some women not even ask if a dude could buy their kids something to eat. Wow, he's taking her out to eat. She wants him to pay for a doggy bag so she could take little JJ and little Ray Ray them back something to eat. It's just unbelievable. It's women who do stuff like this. We don't want to talk about it, but this happens all of the time. And we wonder why, as women, we're becoming undateable. And this is another issue. A lot of us are undateable is because we have a crazy family. A lot of us come from dysfunctional families. And you don't prepare these dudes. You bring them to your family cookout. You bring them to your family reunion, and you don't prepare them for the dysfunctional relatives that you have in your family. Your mother is 60, 55, 60 years old and still thinks she's that young thought from back in the days, wearing booty shorts, showing all that cottage cheese, thinking she still got it. A lot of us as women, we're undateable because we come from dysfunctional family backgrounds. Your mother is up in her age and has not taught you anything. She did not teach you anything when you was a young woman. And now that you're an older woman, you still don't know nothing. And the majority of us as women, the reason why a lot of us are lost in the sauce is because we were raised in households where there was not a real woman teaching us anything. That is the problem of the majority of Black women within the Black community. A lot of us have not had the best of mothers. Honestly, that's what's hurting a lot of us. A lot of us, we either had mothers in our lives that were not real mothers, or we didn't have a mother at all. It was one or the other, which is the reason why a lot of us as Black women in the Black community, we're uh we're programmed dysfunctionally because of the type of women who have raised us. And the women who have raised us, um they weren't always raised either. And you can't teach your daughter something that you ain't been taught. So uh that's why in the Black community, a lot of us as Black women, that's a curse. Unfortunately, that has been handed down to us from generation to generation. Me and Kuja talk about this all the time. It's called generational curses. A lot of us have not been blessed to skip certain generational curses. Certain generational curses still follow a lot of us as Black women. If your mama was a thought and your grandmama was a thought, if you don't break that generational curse, guess what? Your daughter's going to become a thought. It's going to keep transcending from one generation to the next. And some of these women, when you meet them and you see how troubled they are and you see how dysfunctional they are, when you meet their mothers and you meet where they come from, it explains a whole lot. It makes perfect sense. When you see some of these women, that seem like they doing a lot of things out of order and they don't have their head on straight. A lot of it has to do with the fact a lot of us have not had good moms. That's really what's killing the Black community more than anything. A lot of us as Black women, we have not had good moms. And if you didn't have a father in your life that was a strong, solid, that was in a strong, solid support system, all you had was your mother, and the only parent you had was straight dysfunctional, what chances do you have of being anything or having anything when the only parent you got more issues than a Vogue magazine? I see it now. I see a lot of these young women, when I see that, when I meet their mothers, it makes a whole lot of sense to me as to why some of these women are very dysfunctional. A lot of women are very dysfunctional. Oh, of course. Absolutely, GK, and I'm cool with that. A lot of us, we are dysfunctional because you grew up in a dysfunctional household. You see your mom have a different uncle come over every week. Your mom ain't never kept the same man. Your mom ain't never been married, never had a husband. You done seen all these different men coming in and out your mom's life like a revolving door. If you grew up in those type of conditions, that is why you have so many different men, because that type of environment became normal to you. Your mother normalized that ratchet behavior and programmed that into you as a little child. And that is why, as a grown woman, you see nothing wrong with it, because you came up in that type of environment. It's perfect common sense. And exactly, Mickey, and I'm glad you stated that. Because dysfunctional fathers is the same. Absolutely, we have dysfunctional fathers in the Black community as well. So, for everybody who's just chiming in, I broke down all of the elements as to why Black women are not or undateable. And I'm sure it's several other reasons. Oh, but no, I almost missed the point. I got to go back. Let me do my U-turn. But like I stated, your the type of family you come from, your dysfunction within your family tree, that will follow you. So that's the other reason. The last reason why some of us as Black women are undateable is because we have a long track record of multiple partners. Yes, you got more miles on your vagina than a 1987 Volvo. Yes, I said it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. A lot of y'all that had more men than the Golden State Warriors. Woo! Although a lot of us as women, I get because of the feminist movement, we really embrace our sexuality. And what I do hate about the feminist movement is that it has set us up for failure as women. And we think because we're independent that we can do what men can do, and we can't. We can't. I don't care what these other female YouTube content creators are telling you. We cannot do what men do. We can't. Because what you have to realize as a woman, by nature, we are the receivers. Okay? We are the receivers. So just keep in mind, every dude that you are sleeping with and laying with is producing a different chemical in your body. Right. Get called out. Exactly, poetic. Thank you for saying that. Poetic says women need to take accountability and stop flipping the tables when they get called out. Exactly. And when it comes to the word accountability, we are allergic to the word accountability. When as Black women, when we hear the word accountability, we automatically become allergic to it. We break out in hives, we start itching, we get blotches on our skin when we are called out for the way we live our lives. We automatically try to find a way to twist it and flip it and blame it on the men. We do it all of the time. Because you're ambitious, that doesn't mean you change biology. Women better learn the science of the womb. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Rael. And thank you for bringing that up because I almost lost my point. This is my point. As women, the reason why we have to be selective about what we do is because by nature, we are receivers. Okay. So every time you lay down with a different man, okay, and this is whether you use protection or you don't use protection, okay? Using protection does not make you less of a whore than somebody who doesn't use any, okay? If you're sleeping with multiple men, none of them are your husbands, okay? You are basically fornicating and you are a Jezebel. I don't care what anybody says about, I can sleep with as many men as I want to sleep with. Nothing is wrong with that. Men do it all the time and blah, blah, blah. Yes. And accountability, we do have that problem on both sides. There are Black women and Black men. They both do it, but I've seen more Black women do it than Black men. Trust me, I get it. I get it. It's both sides, but we are the main ones who don't want to take no accountability. I've heard men say, yeah, I was a dumbass. I had no business sleeping with her. I knew she wasn't no good. I've heard men say that, but I rarely hear a woman say, I shouldn't have made him my baby daddy. I knew he didn't have no 8, 9 job. I knew he didn't have no jobs. I knew he had 8, 9 kids, and I still wanted to be with him anyway because he was fine and he knew how to finesse me with that stroke game in the bedroom. There's not too many of us that's gonna keep it real and go there and say, I failed myself as a woman. I hear men say it, not all men, but I do hear more men take accountability than women. I do. And I'm just being frank. Now, back to my point about receivers, what women have to realize is that when you sleep with different men, men leave their chemicals behind in your body. Your body holds on to those chemicals for at least 3 to 4 days. So while this man has already left you, you still have a part of him that's you're carrying with you. And this is why women, we produce babies. So when you are randomly laying down with different men, and especially, which it doesn't make it less wrong if you use a protection or not, but especially if you're not using protection, you are signing up to become a single mother. If he was not already your husband before you partake into a sexual activity with him and you end up pregnant, you do not need to be surprised that you ended up a single mother because you laid down with him as a single woman. It is basic common sense. Now, these are the same kind of women that will get on these platforms talking about how all black men are no good and all black men, my baby daddy ain't this, my baby ain't that, that ain't that. What women have to realize is we have the power to choose who we produce our children with. You have the power. You get to choose your baby daddy. You choose him. So the moment you lay down with the man and you're not on no birth control and you're not using any protection, you're signing up to become a baby mama. And you cannot get mad with the outcome. I've seen so many sisters make poor decisions and not protecting themselves as a woman. And when the outcome comes back to backfire, these are the same sisters that will get on these YouTube streets and will complain. It's about how all black men ain't this, all black men ain't that. They quit to get on Facebook and post about black men ain't no real fathers and this and that. No, you're not a real mother because you never would have chose him to be your baby father to begin with. You saw the signs was there. We need to stop playing with it. You are not, and then some of y'all, some of these women, we play Russian roulette with our bodies. We play rush and roulette with our future. Very true, Rael. I can't say it, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad y'all doing the cursing for me because I can't do it. I don't want them bother my channel. So you get to choose, ladies. You get to choose. And a lot of y'all purposely make these type of decisions and you want to play the victim when the outcome doesn't go according to what you had in mind. You intentionally, some of y'all lie and make these guys feel comfortable not to use protection. I'm on a birth control. And yes, you men, y'all are wrong. If y'all are not using protection with these ladies, yes, y'all are dead wrong. I don't care if a woman says I'm on something or not. You still, as a man, you got to protect your soldier. That's the best way I can put it. But women, when you intentionally sit up here and lie because you don't have enough confidence to get a real man the right way, the only way you feel like you get a man, you got to trap him. And then you're upset because now you have this baby and you see he still won't give in. He still won't be with you. He won't leave his wife, his family, whoever. Now you mad and you got all these sisters coming to your defense. And this is my problem with other black women. We need to stop defending each other's bullcrap. Just because she's another black woman like you, that don't mean you have to take her side and agree with her. Because that's going on too much in these YouTube streets. I'm not going to agree with another sister if she's making poor decisions. I'm sorry. We want to call each other sellout. Oh, why you defending these dudes? I'm not defending nobody. But what I'm saying as a woman, you have to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, you is all you got. You all you got. You make the decisions. When you pull your panties down and this man lays you on your dirty mattress and you don't use no protection and you end up knocked up, you have no business going around here getting mad and taking all your venom out on everybody else because you made a poor decision. We need to get up out of that. That's why we cannot grow, we cannot get ahead because we don't learn from the poor decisions that we make. My boyfriend and our thugs are to keep forever. Exactly. Exactly. We want sisters to co-sign. All black women, all of us are not co-signing with the ratchetness. All of us are not, we're not going to co-sign on it. I'm one. I'm not going to side with you just because you're another black woman. If you're doing ratchet stuff and you donate in your hot pocket to every Tom, Dick, and Daryl, you don't have my support. Now that I'm off the women, it's time for me to get on you men. Drum roll, please. Part 2. We're about to get on these brothers now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your turn. I done schooled the sisters. I done told y'all what y'all need to work on. I told you about your parents, your attitude, your drama. I done schooled my sisters. Now it's time for me to get on you brothers. Ding, 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 ding. Now, part two. Why are you men undateable? Yes, yes. Y'all thought it wasn't going to be y'all turn. Oh, yes. What y'all thought? I'm coming to get you. How many brothers in here going to co-sign on me now? Yes, sir. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute to go ahead and get mad with me right now. Cause if you got to unblock me right now, you want to block me, you want to cuss me out, I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute to get it all out your system. Cause it's y'all goddamn turn. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm gonna let y'all get all out y'all system. Go ahead and cuss me out right now. I can take it. I can take it because y'all turn. Let's get it. I'm gonna give y'all only a few minutes after this song is playing. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and cuss me out. Cause once y'all get it out your system, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Cause it's y'all goddamn turn. What y'all thought? I'm gonna just get on the sisters and let y'all slide? Oh no, y'all got the wrong one. I'm gonna give them a few minutes to go ahead and cuss me out. Y'all got a few minutes. Get out your system. Cause it's gonna be a brother coming in here cutting up. Let's go. All righty, let's get it. All right, I done gave y'all time to cuss me out, call me a feminist. Y'all got all out y'all system, so we can go ahead and get part two started. Now, we got to talk about why these brothers are undateable with black women, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, we all got problems, we all got issues, we all got things we got to work on. It's not just a black woman problem. It's not just a black woman problem. It's a black community problem. And the reason why black women and black men cannot connect is because the problem is too many of us are not taking accountability for where we are lacking individually. Now, I can sit up here as a woman and I could point out my faults. I could point out my flaws all day long, but it takes two mature adults to both come together and realize that they both have issues that they need to work on. And the only way we can grow together as black men and black women to have healthy relationships, have healthy marriages, we have to acknowledge our problems. We have to acknowledge our issues. We cannot keep playing the blame game. I'm tired of black women blaming black men. I'm tired of black men blaming black women. And the problem is all of us are fucked up and we all got issues that we have to work on. Okay? Yeah, so with no further ado, now, moderators be on deck. In case a brother gets out of pocket, hand him the eviction letter. Hand him that pink slip. Because, like I say, I try to be fair and balanced. I'm not going to get on one side and not get on the other. One moment, y'all. Okay. All righty. Okay. So I'm going to try to get to all my points very quickly because my daughter called me. Okay. So with no further ado, we're going to get into why black men are undateable. For all of you who are just coming into the chat room, if you are late, I explained all of my reasons as to why black women are undateable. So now I'm going to go into why black men are undateable. Now, starting with, where's my notes? Starting with number one. Some black men are undateable because they have lack of game, which is conversation. In other words, some of you men do not know how to talk to women. Y'all just don't know how to talk to us. Y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. You don't know how to approach a woman. All this, hey, shorty, hey, what your name is? Hey, you got a man? What your number is? You'll be surprised. Some men don't know how to talk to women. Now, they can get on these YouTube streets, they can get on these Instagram and Facebook and talk all highly intellectual, but you will be surprised. These same brothers that talk so intellectual and talk like they know so much, they do not know how to talk to a woman for nothing. Some of y'all, we could tell you gonna say something stupid before you come out your mouth. We already know you're going to say something dumb. Just the way you look at us before you even approach us. And we be sitting there with our girlfriends laughing like, girl, look at him, look at him, look at him. He about to come over here. He about to come over here. Girl, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Oh Lord, is he coming? Yeah, girl, he coming. Oh my gosh, why is he coming over here? Girl, yeah, he coming. We already see you dumb before you even say anything to us. And 9 times out of 10, the sad part is I've heard of some cases where some sisters, they'll see a guy that's real attractive, very attractive, got nice gator shoes, nice Imani suits, all well dressed and all of that and everything, and when you sit down and talk to him, his conversation does not add up with how he looks. Everybody two different talking and being a dateable male, two different. And I can agree with that God mode. I can agree with that. I'm sure it's two different things. Absolutely. I'm just saying, generally speaking, some guys do not know how to approach a female. As far as if he was interested in getting to know her. Now, if he just wants to bang her back, then I'm sure all bets off. He might don't have a certain type of approach. But let me tell you something. If you don't have a good approach with that, she's not even going to let you bang her back if you say something dumb. You have to be a good salesman. You have to sell a good product. You got to know how to finesse your game to where a woman would be willing to know how to even talk to you. If she's a real woman with real substance and you talking this Dr. Seuss garbage, she's not going to be interested in getting to know you. So even if you just want to get the panties, you even got to know how to talk to a hood rat. You have to have a game with a hood rat. Even if that game is just buy her some spicy, two-piece spicy with a goddamn biscuit, you got to give her something for her to give up the cookie. So you got to have that finesse. Some of you guys are not smooth at all. Some of the stuff y'all say is just painful. I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad I'm not in the dating world anymore because some dudes are just, oh my gosh. Anyhow, that's a big issue. You have to have good conversation. You have to know, try to figure out what her likes and her what things that she's kind of into. If you see a woman walking down the street and she's drinking a Starbucks and you like her, play it off, be like, hey, what, they got a Starbucks over here? Yeah, I would like to get me a coffee. Oh yeah, I just came from the one right around the corner. Oh really? We're not doing anything. Would you mind, like, show me where it is? You, as a man, you have to have finesse. Some of y'all just as dry as a box of goddamn vanilla wafers that's been sitting in the cabinet for a month. Have no game and want to sit up here and say all women ain't this or all women ain't that. Some of y'all game is just watered down like Kool-Aid with no sugar. um Poetic says some men come across a good woman and use shaming tactics to make her feel bad about herself because he expects her to fall into certain categories. A lot of that is going on. I think it's so immature when a man can't get the kind of woman he wants. He wants to insult her. He will find a flaw or flaw. He will try to intentionally find a fault, find a flaw, and he will ridicule her with that. She could be a beautiful woman, but if she has a mole on the left side of her cheek, and because she says, I'm not interested, I don't want to date, I don't want to, oh, she ain't cute anyway with that big old mole on the side of her left cheek. Look like somebody done took a dump on her left cheek. Okay, so this female ain't interested in you. You want to pick out something she can't help, and you want to use that against her. And I think that's very childish and that's very petty. We do have a lot of shaming tactics. Big ups to everybody who's just coming in. Cindy Floss, to all of my other viewers who came in and I didn't acknowledge you. I welcome you here. You here to Mocha's Cafe. I have receipts, yes, but I really want them to learn because they're gonna be lonely. Okay, yeah, definitely. But like I said, conversation. And don't because a woman's not interested in you. If you are a man and you got swag and you have game, why get to the point where you have to insult a woman that's disinterested in you? Just go find another woman who will be willing to listen to your lame game. Just because one woman ain't fell for it, that don't mean another one won't fall for it. Because you got some desperate sisters out here. You can say anything to her and it'll mean something. So, don't get in your feelings or whatever because a woman's not interested in you. Sometimes it got nothing to do with you. Sometimes when a woman is uninterested, it's because she's going through other BS and she just don't want to be bothered. It's nothing personal. She could be going through with her boyfriend, her baby daddy, some stuff that black women go through. We just go through a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So sometimes you could catch us, you can be a good dude, but you could catch us at bad timing. Bad timing. You a woman, you got to pay your bills, you fighting and to survive and pay your bills. You don't have a man helping you. You don't have time to be listening to some dude with some lame game. So you will reject him because your mind is not on that. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean she's trying to make you feel less than a man. Just some women, we just don't entertain certain things, okay? Now, so that's the first thing. Some of you guys have to work on your conversation. Whether you're just trying to bang the woman or whether you want a connection with the woman, you have to work on your game. Your game cannot be lame, okay? Poetic says, yeah, especially when she don't want children. He was sending articles and research papers about women trying to have kids. Exactly. I mean, it's sad that you have some men, not all black men. If it does not apply, you don't have to reply. Some black men cannot take a loss. Just because a woman's not interested in them, they will say anything to degrade her. As I stated, some guys just don't have game. They don't know how to conversate with a woman. They don't know how to do any of that. So this is the next issue that we have is that some guys are just very arrogant. You got some men that are extremely, extremely arrogant. They just arrogant. It's one thing to be a confident man, but some men are just straight arrogant. They arrogant with uh their possessions. They're arrogant. They got egos. You got some men, they just very arrogant. They very cocky because they got nice bodies. They got to walk around with their check poked out, letting every woman know, look how good I look. He got a new car. He got to be all flamboyant with it. He got a lot of money. He got to flash it. Any man that's really confident with himself, he ain't got to do all that extra stuff. Let me tell you something. If your game is smooth enough, you can get a woman's attention with a 1987 Pinto. If you know how to finesse with your game, and you could be a man that got a 2019 Mercedes Benz, but if your game is whack, she's not going to give you no play. She's going to be just as disinterested. She's going to be disinterested in you before she's interested in a brother that has a beat down car, whatever. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna pause at this. My daughter just called me. She need me to bring her something. I will be back up within 15 minutes. So if y'all want to catch the rest of this part two stream while I get in on the men, you're more than welcome to tune back in. So I should be back within 10, 15 minutes, and I'm gonna come right back on here. So if y'all want to catch the rest of this segment, you're more than welcome. If you can't catch it, I understand. I will leave the upload up. But for those of you who want to catch the part two, just log back in within 15 minutes, and I will finish this on out before I wrap it all up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to shut it down, and I will be back in 15